Hey now everyone, Steve Sievers for Bionic Buzz. I'm joined once again by my special co-host DJ Rostar. We're joined by Michael from the band Skaters. How are you doing, man?
Very well. How are you?
Good. Well, go ahead, Ross.
I was gonna say I like the sound that he has in the background. It's echoing throughout the hallway, wherever he is.
I'm at my mother's house.
I was gonna say I feel like my mother's house also has that echo.
Yeah, it's a constant echo. It's a mom echo.
It is a mom echo. Fantastic. Steve, kick it off. Sorry.
Yeah, so Skaters, your band's back together. Talk about why now and what happened back in the day,
Where you been?
Yeah.
Where we been? I mean, a lot has happened for sure in the last 6 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more children involved in our world. That takes time, to raise a group of children. Also, the second record after the label dropped us, everything kind of fizzled. And then just in general, life just kind of happened, and throw a pandemic in the mix, and that adds 2+ years onto what could have been a short hiatus or a chance to get back together. But, it didn't work out that way. And why now? I mean, I don't know. I just had this moment where I started to want to release music in general, of my own. And then we were approached. Actually, so I started a bar in New York called Victoria. Nice. And one of the guy who was booking, this guy Johnny, was coming into the bar and every week asking me to get the band back together to play the piano's 20-year anniversary. So he came in he maybe asked me 6 times and was texting me and stuff. And finally I was like, yo guys, what do you think? That just that conversation got the ball rolling, and everyone was kind of down, which I was surprised by, that everyone was that they wanted to do it. And that kind of didn't, come to fruition, but then we had an opportunity where my business partner is in the band, the So Glows. So we owned the bar together, and they were like, we're going to get back together and do this show at the Bowery Ballroom. And I thought maybe that was a perfect way to come back. 4 blocks from my business. We both own the business together. We're playing Bowery together, coming back together. And then the other band that opened, Beverly, they did kind of the same thing. They hadn't played together for a long time. It was like a 2012 reunion show or something.
That sounds good. Do you have bands play at Victoria, at the bar that you own?
It's not big enough for that, unfortunately. And there's a lot of weird liquor license stipulations in New York that make it so you're not allowed to have amplified music at our bar. But I would love that, but no. Just DJs and rock and roll DJ kind of vibe.
Were you more nervous than you thought you would be getting back on stage?
No, I thought I was gonna be more nervous than I was. I thought I was gonna be having a shit before I went on stage or something, but
yeah,
it didn't happen. It was cool. It was I felt like we were well rehearsed, and we played as a 5-piece, which always alleviates a little pressure for me,
Mm-hmm.
No, I was kind of just excited. The second we walked on stage, I was like, oh shit, I forgot what this felt like, and that it was a part of my life for so long.
When you got off stage, were you ready to book 10 more shows?
Yeah, that was a problem.
You got that bug in you now.
Yeah, we all looked at each other okay, so we're doing this, or and I don't think we've come to a consensus of exactly what the plan is yet, because that was just this past week. But but I think everyone was psyched enough that we're gonna do something else. You know what I mean? So
cool. Well, let's dive into your new single, "Girls Like You." I love the song, love the rock riff in it. I mean, who's it about?
It was, what it was? It was I was trying to write a song like Elvis Costello, and it's hard for me to tell you what exactly it was about, because it's an old song. So I don't really exactly know where my head was, but I wanted it to sound like Richard Hawley and like Elvis Costello and like just kind of like those like those great like ballad maker guys, you know, like crooner punk, like crooner post punk song or something, and I don't really remember what it was about, but we found it. We found it like in someone sent us like an MP3 of it. We didn't remember doing it at all. And then that started this whole like month process of trying to find like, well, where is it? Like who has this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is a strange thing, like in this digital like jumble, like to try to find your like Pro Tools sessions. Like it's insane. Like it was not super easy, but we got it done, and yeah, I don't know. It was cool. It was fun to hear. It was like no recollection that didn't know which part of the song came next. Like don't really remember any of it. And
So you re-recorded it though, right? Or
no, not even. We just, literally just took it like as it was and had this awesome mixer, Beatrice Artola. She just went to town on it. She did our second record, Rock and Roll Bye Bye, and she just went to town on it. And like the guitar solo is like this was kind of like phoned in by like our friend who's a Delicate Steve. Like so then I had to like find the guitar solo sessions and like smash it all together. And
wow. So
yeah.
Do you think it's from like the Manhattan times or the Rock and Roll?
No, it's definitely from the second record, Rock and Roll Bye Bye Times.
Okay.
We recorded. Yeah, that record I wrote like 74 songs for that record. So it was like, and we were trying to make a double record.
Oh.
So there's like a lot of B-sides that we didn't really, that didn't do anything, you know?
So there might be more songs out there that you don't even know about. You have to go do some more research to find them.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like I have all these like hard drives and none of them are compatible with anything. And like, I don't even own a computer. I'm like at my mom's house using her computer and, you know. So,
Do you still write? Do you still write like every day or every week or just when you feel inspired?
It's been kind of just when I feel inspired. Like I've been doing a lot of, you know, like I was saying before, like all this like comeback stuff. Like I wasn't really writing too much, but now I'm getting more back into that world, which is I don't know, it's like exercise, right? You just have to like keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
Do you have anything written yet that you're stoked on that you think sounds really good?
Of new stuff, like new skater stuff? No, not zero, nothing. But I've got I've got a book full of ideas right now. So, but no, the skater stuff, just like really, like it's so brand new. It like seems like we're full in, but we are just like dipping our toes in, to be honest. Which is exciting. I mean, it could be fucking sick. I mean, I'd love to make another record. We'll just see how much time everybody has to lend to that.
Well, you're also a solo artist. You released an EP and a single, Contemporary Me. You know, why just a solo and then Skaters too? You know, or do you just like?
Because I didn't know Skaters was going to happen at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't. It was kind of like one of those things. I didn't really have like. It wasn't planned at all. You know. So I was like, I'm going to do the solo thing regardless, and have that avenue to create and put out stuff. And then when the skater stuff started, like, you know, becoming a reality, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll do that. But it is a different. I think it's different enough that it warrants a different brand. You know what I mean? I think I'm a little like more. Well, solo stuff is a little more like, you know, like exactly who I am, and Skaters has their own personality as a band, and I don't see them necessarily, you know,
Gotcha.
like the same. Yeah.
And plus, if you want to, you can play whenever you want if it's your own stuff. You don't have to wait for anybody else.
Well, that was the thing I really like was trying to do, was just have an outlet where if I want to, you know, record in my own studio and like put it out like next week or 2 weeks from now, you know, I can do that. There's no conferring with people, and, you know, which is what made Skaters great. Don't get me wrong. It's like what made that band good is that we work together. But if we're not doing that, I need another avenue. Yeah.
Awesome.
So would you want to make like a third project? Have you ever thought about starting a band with like other buddies of yours, like the people at Victoria?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm in like 300 bands that have never played or gone anywhere and wrote a song.
That's still fun though.
It is still fun. It's fun to think about. I mean, yeah, you never know who's gonna like step up and actually like come through. You know what I mean? Everybody talks about starting a band or whatever, but I think I've got a couple people that I would definitely try to start a band with. Yeah.
Did you ever try to leave music completely, or there's no way that you'd be able to do that?
No, I definitely tried to leave music completely. I started working like fashion production for a while. I did like all sorts of weird jobs. I was working all sorts of different avenues, got real estate license, like tried to like figure out another way to make money, but ultimately nothing was really fulfilling at all. You know what I mean? And I guess like the thing is I've shifted my mentality where music isn't like my only source of like, you know, income and pleasure and artistic, you know, output. It was everything. And I think that kind of diminished the joy I got out of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, I'm just still working on finding some kind of happy medium where music won't like relate to my monetary, you know, happiness.
So are you working on more shows, or you have no idea? I guess it sounds like you guys are just kind of playing it by ear, huh?
No, I think what I think is going to happen, and I'll just say this because who fucking cares if it doesn't happen, right? But I think we're going to do a headline show in the fall in New York. Okay. And I think I'm just guessing, it's going to be kind of like another like goal marker for us to like make new music and put something out. So that's what I want to do, and that's what I hope to do.
After party at Victoria.
Always, right? Even if you have to come back from Brooklyn. Yep.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear new music, and I guess hopefully you unearth some old stuff too, just like Girls Like You, which is an amazing song. So,
man, like, yeah, I know. I really want to get into those like hard drives. I don't really know how to do. I'm really not tech savvy when it comes to like Pro Tools files and Skype, and you know, but yeah,
find someone who can, you know.
Yeah, somebody else will. I'll figure it out.
Hire some interns.
Yeah, okay, hire interns.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, and congratulations on the Skaters being back together, man.
Yo, thanks a lot. It was nice talking to you guys.